Yo guys, what's going on? Vimix here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video on the channel. So, in today's video, I'm going to be kicking off a new series on my channel. This will probably be a large part of my channel, not like, every video, but maybe once a week or so, just because I like to, I don't know, I like how competitive Counter-Strike is, right? And so that's one thing that I really want to focus on is competitive Counter-Strike. So I'm definitely going to be talking about things related to competitive Counter-Strike, and this is going to be the first one. So in this video, basically, I'm going to be telling you guys how to use the map to your advantage, and especially how to use smokes to shoot. Now, I know you guys probably know a lot of smokes. If you guys are, ranked higher than, like, well, if you guys are out of silver, then you definitely know them. But, I mean, some silver players like myself know a lot of smokes and stuff like that. So, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use smokes to your advantage in competitive. Now, I mean, obviously you can do this for, like, other like, casual and stuff. But, basically, this is going to be how to really get a competitive advantage. And it's going to take a lot of work. I mean, it's not something you can just pick up immediately. It'll take a bit of work, not too much if you really, you're efficient with it, but if you really want to put in the work, then you will get better at the game, and that's what I like about Counter-Strike. So, let's get right into it. By the way, this is live, so if I make any mistakes, my bad, but, yeah, so I'm here on Mirage, and I'm going to be teaching you guys, first off, obviously this smoke, a lot of people know, you just basically, you come up here, align your crosshair right there, boom, pop the smoke, it'll go out, and it'll block it, from Sniper's Nest, so you can't get shot there. And now some people, what they'll do is they'll get right here and they'll be like, right, and they'll be like, oh, I'm killing them. But if you look, or I mean, they think they're damaging them, right? But if you look, 3 bullets right there, 3 of them went in, but they know where I am. There's one right there. Sorry there, had to take a quick break. But if you look, I mean, only 3 bullets really went in there. So I have a way to make it way more efficient, and I don't see too many players doing that, at least players that I play with, but here, I'll show you how you do it. So once your smoke pops, I'm going to re-smoke it real quick, but once it pops, then you can just, obviously go ahead and move in front of it like normal, like a normal player would. They just use it, oh, get across. All right, I made it across. But if you are a really good Counter-Strike player, or you're really, improving at the game, then you're going to look for ways to get a kill. Why would you not, right? I mean, obviously, you can get across and not get killed, but then you have to face them again. Why not get 3 to 4 bullets at least into them before you challenge them? So here's how it'll work. Pop the smoke one last time. That's my bad, guys. But just wait for it to pop right there. And then get into this corner. Now, this is just an example, right? I'm not going to show you a ton, but you're going to use that, the corner right there. And then this. So come across right there at the top of that brown stuff. And then boom. And then you can start taking a few shots. And then if you look where they all went. They all went right into Sniper's Nest. So, if someone is sitting right here, if they're crouched, that'll definitely get them in the head. If they're not crouched, then you might have done 50 damage or so, which is good. I mean, why would you not want to? Because then if you do 50 damage, then you can just go ahead and line yourself up here. And then just whoop. I think that's how you do it, right? Almost. But, if you had a grenade, that would work. So then you can just finish them off right there. And you have mid control, because if they get lit for 60 or 50 or so without even peeking, why would they stay? I mean, obviously that is just like one example. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to just like do like top 5 this, but I want to show you the concept, and I want you guys to go into your own game. I'm on Mirage training, by the way, but if you want to go to a training map, but just go into your own game, practice this, wait for the smoke, then boom, push into this corner, and then go ahead and line yourself up and take a few shots. So that is one of mine that I use. Normally you can get at least 1 kill a game off of it, which that might be one round one that you might not have won. So it matters, right? People might be like, okay, that's kind of stupid, but when it really comes down to a close game, that matters. And I know you guys are probably thinking that's stupid, but I mean, you can really improve your game by this, and not only using smokes, but if you don't use a smoke, you can still do the same thing, right? You can still have your crosshair right on their head. It'll just be, you'll have less of an advantage as you would with the smoke. Obviously, with the smoke, they wouldn't have their crosshair on your head. But if you're peeking an op or something, and you know that they sit right there, what you can go ahead and do is line yourself up. Let's say you sit right here on this corner, and then line yourself up with that black speck. See, ooh, right, where was it? Right there. And then just whoop, peek out. Then you know that they're there. Obviously, there are better examples of this that you can come up with. I use these on Inferno and stuff like that, but I don't really know too many for Mirage, obviously. I don't play Mirage too much, but I play it a decent bit. But that is just something you're gonna have to come up with, right? If you know that one always sits stairs, don't go like this. Don't be like, all right. If you want to, like, I can picture stairs right there in my head, right? Stairs is right there, dog. And if I want to peek jungle, I know exactly where jungle is, okay? Boop. You know what I'm saying? And then CT right there. Like, you obviously, if you just play games, this will come to you a little bit easier, but you can obviously improve this and speed the process up a lot. If rather than not doing this. So like right here, if I'm gonna peek market, boom. I know it seems a little like stupid basically, but if you have your crosshair here versus if you have your crosshair like here and you're like, okay, I'm gonna peek market, then it's a little dumb. Obviously, if there are some CT, then you're gonna want to do a sweeping motion. But if there's not, and you know that there's not, why would you not come out with your crosshair ready? You know, why not? Like, if you come out and you're like, oh, got him. Like, that's not going to work as well. Obviously, you know, you might get the kill, but Counter-Strike is about giving yourself the advantage, right? As Waral says, you never want to take a fair game or a fair fight, right? You want to have the advantage. If you go like that, boom, oh, you just took 4 shots. They might know where you are. You could have killed one, but if you didn't, then you can just rotate back through jungle and have your crosshair ready again, right? So, you know, this has to go with crosshair placement, but it's just about learning the map and things. Like new players, you know, they'll be like, oh, got bench. Oh no, that's not bench. But if you know where bench is, then you can get on it with your crosshair through the wall basically. But if you are new, or if you are, you know, a beginner to this sort of thing, like this, you know, method, then make sure you set up a few like landmarks, I guess, like to get good at this. So maybe just standing in between this crack and then peek. No, that's too wide. Like, you just got to get into a game and figure things out. Like, if I want to peek, let's see. If I'm going to peek Sniper's Nest and I know that there's one right there, or, I mean, you don't know, but, you know, people will sit right there. People will just sit right here. I mean, why would you not, you know? That's how you hold snipers most of the time for a cat. Then align yourself, like, right here. Or, I mean, you know, just find your own, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to get into your own game and do this. But if you line yourself up right there, boom, like peek out like that. There's so many possibilities with this. It's pretty great, and I mean, it just takes practice. Get into a game for 30 minutes and practice. Okay, how am I gonna peek market window without getting killed? My voice just like shook right there. But if you wanna like aim right there and then boom, peek it, you know, that'd be good. Like that actually might be good. If you've cleared sight and you're just like, oh, then you know. Obviously I was shooting on the run there, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? So it's basically just pre-firing and pre-aiming. A lot of good players do it, right? But a lot of people don't. And, you know, this goes back with the smoke thing. You see a lot of people using smokes to obviously get the advantage and stuff like that. But you don't see them use smokes to get the absolute advantage that they could, right? They can do so much more with the smoke than they are doing. And that kind of brings me into my next point. So, with a smoke, if you're going to do that, right, smoke it off, and you know that there's one CT, one thing that I like to do, if we've, like, not cleared sight, but if this is smoke too, like if you smoke right there, then you can just sit right here, right there on this little, like, where it goes right down, aim right there, and take a few shots. Then if you go through, they just landed right there, right? So that is, you know, something that I do, and I figured that out on my own yesterday, right? And it's something I've been doing in my past games I've been playing on Mirage. So, yeah, I mean, you just got to get into a game, figure these sort of things out, use buildings to your advantage, all right? If you want to sit here, aim at that, and then, or like aim there and then peek CT, and that works for you, and it gets a headshot every time, then go ahead, man. You just got to find things that work for you, right? If you're going to peek cat and you don't want to die, then maybe line yourself up right here for their head. And obviously you can get into a game with bots and just make the bots static and just put bot place on, and you can just place them right at your feet and then move and, you know, check out where their head is and all that sort of thing. I can't do that because I'm on this training map, but yeah, you know, that's just something. Obviously it takes practice, but you can get way better at it if you actually take it upon yourself to do that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys are, you know, excited for these new videos, be sure to drop a like down below.